Is there any other citizens' comments on non-agenda items?
Good evening, Council. I'm here on behalf of the DDA. My name is Lyle Jaworski. I want to let you know that our shop small went really great. We had a wonderful participation from all of our businesses and the people that participated downtown and all the other small businesses in our community, which was wonderful. We did the drawing, and I didn't add it up, but I just run numbers in my head quickly. It was thousands of dollars we gave away in prizes and cool things, from jerky to all kinds of stuff. If you don't know, it was live on the Facebook. The DDA also has the Dance of the Decades coming. It's January 20th at the Old Mill. So we'd love to see you guys all there, because you all fit in one of the decades somewhere. So, anyway. This is a little more of a serious issue, and I think it's very important, and I represent downtown and the businesses downtown. Since the last council meeting, my phone, text, and people have actually run up to me and talked to me. They watched the chaos happen, and the disrespect that was given by our new president showed to the volunteers at that time. I know you are all new. I know most of you from conversations. I think you hold yourself as a classy organization. You handle yourself well. You're proud of your community, and your basic purpose for being here is to do well for all the people of our community. So I'm sure that we were all caught off guard, because I certainly was. With the slanderous things said, and the inability for the council member, president, to be able to run the meeting, that's quite a shock to all of us. And then it made attempts to go around with community volunteers around the end game without going to their board meetings and dealing with it as it should be done, because if you did this with your council, you would all be upset. So, with that being said, they also give their time, talent, and money to make sure that this community's events are the best they can be. And I think those that you've been to, I don't know if you've all been to all of them, but all of them we've tried to put on have been wonderful, and we've had great participation with it. And the goal of it is to draw more people to our community. And I haven't had anybody feed back to me that there was anything wrong with it, but we certainly appreciate anybody that has problems to come to the DDA or come to the other meetings and give us their input. I also have been told that the city president has also been disrespectful and going around to also the employees of this council and the representatives of our community. And there is a chain of command for a reason, is to keep the chaos down. The employees of this community got to feel proud, and they got to feel secure about what they're doing. And that's why the commands are there. And I just think that it's important that you all know what I'm hearing, because I'm on the street every day. And a lot of you have got different options that you're doing, different things that you're doing out of the community. And it also, the chain of command keeps the chaos from happening. And the chaos will eventually ruin our opportunities for opportunities like this gentleman just presented to us. Because when people come to see a community and they see a meeting like that, when they go online, that's not going to be very advantageous to further growth, further money, or further opportunities for our community. If you don't think it holds true, go to some place where they have chaos all the time, and you'll soon see the community dissipate. We all have to work as a team. We all have to understand the rules of command. We all have to understand that there's a rule of order to follow. If this is how this council is going to continue, then this will be it'll be a very, very sad day for our community. Because we all have to work the betterment of our community and for all of Dundee, not just for one person or one person's point of view. Mr. Bodine's idea of a hometown feel, if that was a presentation of it, that would be a sad turn for our community. Some other things I wanted you to be aware of, because I got to really thinking about it and how things should be handled. You have a code of ethics, I think, that you were given when you got there, on how to handle some of these issues. I want each of the council members to know and understand that all of you serve there as equal. Each of you serve there as an equal member of this community. The president is just the per term or the person that controls the meeting. Is it expected as a community and a representative of our community that you be able to call to order? And that means you say whatever it is you have to say, point of order, whatever it is, and you must figure out how to deal with that position at that time. Because chaos cannot continue to happen in this community, or especially at this body. It's very important. I think there's also a way to address a lot of this stuff in a closed meeting and things like that. I also got out the Michigan Municipal Ethics Handbook. It's in there. If you don't think there's enough guidelines to handle these situations, then I suggest that you guys make amendments and changes to your code of ethics so that it is held to the standard in which you expect your community to be run by. With that, I also want you to know that he has been sanctioned before. Where's that code there? He's been sanctioned before, basically the last term he was in. So with that, I have nothing else to say. Thank you.
Is there any other citizen comments on non-agenda items? The next thing is to accept the petitions and communications. Is there a motion on the floor?
I move to accept the petitions and communications and place them on file.
Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded, so the petitions and communications, do I hear any ayes for support or nays for, do I hear any ayes? All in favor of petitions and communications? Aye. And anybody saying no? Nope. Ayes have it. Motion is carried. The next thing will be the consent agenda. There's no consent agenda tonight. So now we'll go to old business. There's no old business. We go to new business. There's no new business. The new business is discussion and vote for President Pro Tem.
I would make a motion for Andrew Hickey to continue as President Pro Tem Board.
I'll support that.
It's been moved and supported that Trustee Hickey be maintained as President Pro Tem, and that motion was made by Trustee Horky and seconded by Trustee Polito. Is there any discussion on that motion? I make that recommendation too, that's a good point, because she was top vote getter in the last election before everybody, and she has the most experience.
Thank you.
It was moved by Trustee Hickey, supported by Trustee Polito, to continue the appointment of Trustee Hickey as President Pro Tem. Trustee McClendon?
Yes.
Trustee Reeves?
Yes.
Trustee Gorky?
Yes.
Trustee Schroeder?
Yes.
Trustee Polito?
Yes.
Trustee Hickey?
Yes.
President?
Yes, yes.
Motion is carried.
The next, we have discussion and vote for Planning Commission Council Representative.
I'd like to put my name in the hat for that.
So you have to have a motion.
I'd like to make the motion. There's a-
Yes.
Are there any applications for this, or?
It's the council.
Council reps.
Council.
Thank you.
Is there any recommendations for anybody on the council that would like that Planning Commission Council rep? then
I would like to make a motion to appoint Michael McClendon, Planning Commission Council rep.
Support. Support.
There's been a motion on the floor to support Michael McClendon as the council rep for the planning commission, and it was seconded by trustee Reeves.
This is all of the spot, correct? Is that what this is?
Now we have discussion on the motion. Is there any other discussion on the motion and being seconded? Is there anything you would like to say, trustee McClendon?
No, I said what I'd like to say. I would just be honored to serve you and be on planning commission with you and do my very best.
Okay. Roll call, please.
It was moved by trustee Hickey, supported by trustee Reeves, to appoint Mike McClendon as planning commission council representative. Trustee Reeves,
Yes.
trustee Horky,
Yes.
trustee Schroeder,
Yes.
trustee Polito,
Yes.
trustee Hickey,
Yes.
trustee McClendon,
Yes.
President Bodine,
Yes.
motion carried.
Now we have the payment of the bills for $133,064.13. Is there a motion to accept the payment of the bills?
I move that we pay the bills in the amount of $133,064.13.
Is there a second? It's been moved and supported that the payment of the bills for $133,064.13. Is there any discussion on the motion? Roll
It was
call,
moved by
please.
trustee Polito, supported by trustee Hickey, to approve payment of bills in the amount of $133,064.13. Trustee Horky? Yes. Trustee Schroeder?
Yes.
Trustee Polito?
Yes.
Trustee Hickey?
Yes.
Trustee McClendon?
Yes.
Trustee Reeves?
Yes.
President Bodine?
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Our next thing on the agenda is the village manager comments. Mr. Yule, would you like to comment, please?
Chief, do you have anything?
Yes.
Good afternoon. I just want to make everyone aware throughout the village that we are ramping up our Operation Blue Light. This is the 8th time that we participated. Operation Blue Light is a reduction, it's an initiative that we do with other communities to reduce actually crime and also actually ramp up our enforcement efforts. So the exact dates are December 17th through the 31st. We are participating with, we're one of 70 agencies throughout Michigan. Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, Monroe, and Washtenaw counties are where all the agencies are from. So we will be ramping up our patrols. We'll be ramping up our enforcement. If the community or anybody has any areas that they think would be a nice area for us to actually do enforcement, we'd appreciate your input. Please let me know. You can do that by email or just stop by and let me know. Also, we're doing Shop with a Cop this Thursday. We have 10 students that we have selected from the Dundee Community Schools that we'll be going out with this Thursday night. And then we'll be assisting with the Dundee Parade this Saturday with the assistance of the Michigan State Police. You'll see us and the Michigan State Police at that event. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Greg, do you have anything? No, sir. Nick?
No.
Mr. Lizette from the township?
No, sir, nothing tonight.
Fred, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay. We got the Christmas lights up, as I'm sure you've all seen. DPW did a great job. Wastewater treatment plant, just about done. All but some minor things like grass and just some grading, pretty much all wrapped up. They're in full operation right now. The property on Ann Arbor Road, that was a issue with the township for a long time, right, Mr. Lizette?
Yes, sir.
Has been sold, they've taken over, they've talked with the township. I think Fred told me tonight, 35 days, they're gonna get it cleaned up, right, Fred?
That's correct.
35 days to be getting it cleaned up, and then we were contacted by another individual that says he has a letter of intent with the owner to use the property, whatever, if he's gonna lease it or rent it, or lease to own. I'm not sure what his agreement is, but he has an agreement with them to put in a trucking company and a trailer sales at that location. This week, we're gonna finish planting the rest of the trees that we have. We only have a handful left. We'll get those in. There was a sewer problem that Gary and Ron Phillips got a hold of me about on Park Place and Riley Street. And the guy's sewer backed up, and they jetted it out. Abel came in and jetted it out, or Rourke from Ida, I'm not sure which company he had in, but he had a private company come in and blew water up out of the structure. And so our DPW got involved, went over there, we checked it. Come to find out, back in 2011, when the sewer was all redone, and it was that particular residence was not hooked back up to the new sewer. So for these years, in all practicable purposes, to tell you, he's been, his sewage has been running into a septic tank in the old pipe. So now the old pipe is full. So of course he was concerned who was going to take care of that, and so Ryan came in and discussed that with me. In my opinion, unless somebody else wants to say different, that's our fault. Wasn't done correctly, and we have to stand behind that and pay for the sewer to get hooked back up. And we're in the process of doing that. We got cameras today, and then I believe by the end of the week, Gary, we should have that all done.
Yep.
Okay. So just to let you know, that's what's going on, and we are going to pay for it. So, don't forget the Christmas parade. The chief was just talking about, it's on Saturday. And don't forget, we talked about the training on the January 16th in Blissfield and January 24th in Ann Arbor. Please contact me so I can get us scheduled for that and get it paid for. We're also, I talked to Gary today, and Dale's here, we're also going to ask the heads of planning and zoning if you'd like to go to this training. I don't know if you've ever been before, Dale, or not, but if it'd be open, we'd gladly send you to it, and we're going to offer it to the zoning chair that would like to go. So please let me know. Allie's already got a hold of me. She's going to go to Ann Arbor on January 24th, so please send me an email or get a hold of me and let me know. And Michael's going also.
I put it down for Briscoe.
All right, let me write this down. Mike, did you say Ann Arbor?
Thought I put in Blissfield.
Did you put in Blissfield? It's on my desk. Okay, anybody else, just call me or send me an email and I'll get you in and we'll get everything paid for.
Yeah, go to Ann Arbor as well.
You're going to Ann Arbor? Okay. Okay.
Any more comments, Dave?
That is all I have, thank you.
Okay. Do we have any council member comments this evening? Mike?
I would just like to say, again, I thank you for the opportunity to serve on the planning commission. I will do my very utmost best, and that's all I have right now. And I have some concerns about what happened last meeting also, and I hope we can all move on past this and work together to become a good community, because we all deserve this. We don't deserve the chaos, we don't deserve the disruptions, the menial bickering back and forth. We need to work together.
Jordan?
Yeah, this weekend, home for the holidays, will be going on. Besides the parade and the tree lighting, we're also going to have 3 craft shows. 2 of them starting at the Senior Center and Assembly God at 9 a.m. and then Dundee Middle School at 10 a.m. They're gonna go all the way until 4 PM, and that's gonna go into the tree lighting at 6 PM at the bandstand downtown, and then the parade at 6:30 PM. So I'd like to see everybody who sees this to head on out, support the village. Additional information can be found on the Village, NAPA, Heart of Dundee Facebook sites.
Dennis?
Oh, came over across the bay. First of all, I do want to give a shout out, and a lot of credit goes to Nick Lepensi for that paperwork on RRC. For those of us that attended those classes and know what this program can do for us, it's kind of taken the place at DDA, kind of taken the place of the Main Street, the whole Main Street movement. Right now, this is really something that can be beneficial, as you heard. Second, I want to reiterate what Lyle said. Thank you to all who participated in Shop Small this year. It was a great success. If you didn't go out and get 6 stamps on your passport, you weren't eligible for the drawings. And there were thousands of dollars worth of prizes donated, all by local businesses. So thank you. I know Durham, you participated. Thank you so much to all who did, and that's all I have. Thank you, Tim.
Ryan?
I just wanted to start off by saying we have our community Christmas. At Dundee High School, we run the Interact local, it's a youth Rotary program that we run right out of the high school. This will be our 11th annual community Christmas. The kids are involved in activities and they raise money, and we deliver, I would say, care packages, presents. We're teamed up with Toys for Tots, and we deliver to 60 to 90 families in the greater Dundee area for those that have been identified as need a little assistance over the holidays. So continued support there is always appreciated, and it's been an outpour over the last 10 years with that. So thank you very much for that, and we'll be doing that again this year. I want to echo the concerns that we've heard. We're going to work forward in a professional manner, and we're going to improve what we're doing here, because I agree with a lot of people's sentiments. We are up here for the community to grow this place and bring in people and make this the place to be, so we are going to work towards that. So yes, that is a goal. And always, DDA, Nava, thank you for all that you do, the countless hours that you volunteer to make this a better community. Please continue doing what you do. You are appreciated and you are noticed. Thank you.
Andrea?
I want to thank the Shop with a Cop. I think that's a wonderful program.
Could you speak in the mic, please?
I think it's a wonderful program. I don't know, it's right here,
Go for it.
anyways, the other thing that I want to put on council's radar and village manager Yul's radar is also that the Parks Master Plan is in need of being redone. So I don't know if that's going to require us to put out some requests for proposals. I'm guessing it does, so maybe we can get that on the agenda, because I think we're coming up pretty close to it expiring, actually. So whatever the process is going to be, we're going to have to move forward with that pretty soon. And otherwise, there's some really awesome things happening in Dundee at this Christmas time, and it's exciting to hear it all. I echo everyone else's comments up here, and I think we will become a better council.
Paulina?
Yeah. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. I want to thank Jake Buell too for being so accessible, and anytime that I've reached out or said, hey, sign me up for this, or how do I get business cards and everything like that, you're quick to respond, so I appreciate that. And the other gals in the office. Shop with a Cop, can't wait to see pictures from that. You guys are going to have a blast, and I'm looking forward to this weekend, taking my little guy to see Santa.
Okay, we will work on the council. I think we ran a lot smoother meeting tonight, and we will all work together. The ship has sailed, we're going to move on, and it's a learning experience for all of us. You've heard out in the audience that we are going to take some training classes, which will help, and I am confident that this council here, we will all work together to accomplish the complaints and concerns of the citizens of Dundee. And I'd like to thank the DPW employees for putting up all the Christmas lights. Our town looks beautiful, I mean beautiful. And I'm looking forward to the parade December 8th, and I hope everyone can attend. And on Randy Cominick's speech here with the letter, Randy, we will be having workshops and everything for your concerns. We will work together, all of us will work together. You brought up some very good things there, and we will try to accomplish them. And I have very much confidence in this council. We work together for the betterment of the community. And Durhan, I'm sure we're gonna need professional consultants here to check out your wall. It is an eyesore. We'll probably have to hire an engineer firm to look into it. But you know as well as I do, you were standing there when David Arthur consultants come over and said what they said, so hopefully we can address this and take care of it the proper way. And
Thank you.
that being said, the meeting is adjourned.